Hey, happy Friday. It's the beginning of a long weekend. I'm very excited. And I wanted to stop and give you guys a little bit of encouragement before heading into your weekend. So, um, I know I was sitting here this morning thinking, wow, I just had some really big goals this year. And, I don't know if I'm getting there. I don't know if I'm achieving these things. And I hear this from patients a lot. My goal is to be pain free or lose 30 pounds or not be so stressed or you name it, provide for my family better, whatever. And a lot of times you can get into this, I ask like, so what are you doing? Or what are you willing to do? And they're like, I'll do anything. You tell me what to do, I'll do it. And I'm like, great. If you want to lose weight, get a personal trainer, get a dietitian, and do functional medicine here. And they're like, ooh, not that though. Not all those things. That's a lot of things. And I'm like, okay, then what are you willing to do right now? And they'll say, okay, well, I'm willing to be here. Okay, great. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get to the bottom of your problem. You're going to get really close to your results and what you need. And you're going to basically get all the information you need to make a change. But you can only make the change. So my first thing that I want to just talk about is if you have something that you want to do and you're not getting those results, are you really doing things, taking action steps every day to get there? Or are you obsessively thinking about it? Are you thinking, oh my gosh, I just want to lose this weight, I just want to lose this weight, or I just want to double my business, or I just want to get out of pain, or I just want to, do this, and thinking about the reasons why you're not doing it. Well, I can't lose weight because I don't know what I'm supposed to eat and what's healthy. Everyone says something different, or just having all this list of like excuses and things like, well, I can't make any more money because I work at a job and that's all they've said they're going to pay me. Well, that's not the only way money gets made. Or I can't get out of pain because I was told I have arthritis and that's basically a pain death sentence, which by the way isn't true. So are you just thinking about it and making this list of excuses and letting your head just go on and on and on about it? Or have you taken a step? Have you changed one little thing about your day? Have you changed one meal a day? Have you even searched for other ways you could be attracting money to you? Whatever your goal is, are you taking an actual step to make changes happen in your life, or are you just thinking about it? Because when you think about it, what happens is you get stressed about it. Your body starts producing cortisol. And I gotta tell you, it's exciting. You're like, well, shit. I have cortisol running through my veins. I'm suddenly panicking. I'm sitting here in my living room staring at my phone and it's like a million things are going on around me. You almost get addicted to it because you're just like, it gives your brain something to do. You don't just have to sit there with yourself. You are just obsessing over it. You're thinking about it all day, but you're not doing a whole lot. You get addicted to that. You get tired without having even done much. You're exhausted. You're mentally exhausted, but you're not physically exhausted because your day is the same. Let's say you have a really busy day every day. Let's say you have a job that is just like hard on you. You have a family that you support. You have constant stuff going on from 6 in the morning to 9 at night, and you don't have a whole lot of time for yourself unless you like make sure to plan for it. Sound familiar? To me, that sounds a lot like many people I know in their life. Well, guess what? Is it really that stressful and tiring if you do it every day and that's just your normal and that's just your life? Or is this a lie you're selling yourself because you've done it every day for how many years? You just show up and do your 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. routine, and some days you're great at it and some days you're average and some days you just barely show up, but you do it. So it's your normal. So don't tell yourself it's hard or it'll feel hard, right? And so you get fatigued because of these thoughts you have going through your brain that it's hard, that you're tired, that you can't, that you should, that you haven't, that all these things. And it's like, just stop. You're driving yourself nuts and you're getting addicted to those thought patterns. And then when nothing happens because you didn't do anything to make the change, I'm being so intense right now, but I'm literally talking about myself. When nothing happens because you didn't do anything to make a change, you're like, well, there I go again. I failed. Why did I fail? Because I failed at this in the past. Last summer I was going to lose 10 pounds and I didn't do it then. And 3 years ago I was going to lose 20 pounds and I didn't do it then. And the last time I tried keto, I quit. And the last time I said I was going to make $10,000 extra dollars more progress on my debt, I made $500 worth because I always do this. Well, come on. You wouldn't speak to your best friend that way. Why are you speaking to you that way? Why are you letting these thoughts take over and make you feel like you're failing at something before you even really gave it a shot? So the first thing that I want to encourage you to do is don't think about it, do something. Now, the second thing is so important because I'm not saying like get up off your butt and make your changes. So that do something part is so unique to each person. So today's Friday of a long weekend, and maybe if you worked your butt off all week, your do something today is take time for yourself. Maybe your do something is not to go out into the world and try to make all the contacts and friends and put yourself out there. Maybe your do something is to just like be innately and genuinely and authentically you. And then suddenly these people find you who want to give you these opportunities that you didn't have before. Maybe your unique way of getting your goals achieved is about consistency and discipline and getting up at the same time each day and like working hard through the day and going to bed feeling refreshed at night because you just did your routine and that's what leads you to places. Maybe you're that employee that just shows up and eventually you get that promotion because you just kept showing up with your consistency and your discipline. Maybe you're here to not go to work 9 to 5 and maybe you're here to like sit around, hang out, take notes, think about stuff, relax, feel good. Whatever it does that lights you up, think about that, spend more time doing that, talk to people about that. And all of a sudden, these like opportunities come into your life. Maybe that's you. And it's hard because that's me. I have to just be the most genuinely and uniquely me, and then things have to find me. And it's so hard because the world tells us like, go do things and work harder. And I'm like, should I be at my office? I should be at my office. But no, everything in me today is telling me to stay home and take notes on these concepts. And then my body was like, share this with people. Someone probably needs to hear it. And so don't do it like anyone else. Don't take someone else's formula and apply it to you because you're unique. You are an individual. Don't take somebody's supplement regimen and take it for you because that's going to help you lose weight because you're biochemically individual. Don't go to the doctor and take the thyroid pill that everybody else was prescribed to because you're unique and your thyroid's responding to something and you're ignoring it and you're covering it up and you're trying to say, here, I'll just lazily give you one pill, which is one aspect of what a thyroid really does, as if that will fix everything. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me everyone on thyroid medication are just walking around feeling miraculously healed. They're not, because they come into my office every day going, I'm exhausted. Okay, so you are biochemically individual. You are emotionally and spiritually individual. You are driven by different things. Different things light you up. You attract different people. You repel different people. You are here to uniquely be you. Don't take someone else's plan and just do that like it's supposed to work for you. Don't work the 9 to 5 if it feels bad to you. Do it differently. Find a way to be uniquely you, and it will be so much easier. It will come to you so much quicker, and it'll be better. And the third one is get help, because you're probably like, well, how do I know what I need? How do I know what's uniquely me? Well, you ask people who do know, who study this exact sort of thing, who work with people. First, you get to know yourself. You get a functional medicine test done that tells you more about your health than any blood test your primary care doctor has ever run for you. Because it's the current model of healthcare is lazy. It is checking for disease and that's all. It is not interested in boosting your health and wellness. It's not interested in allowing you to be around to watch your grandbabies and great-grandbabies grow and engage in your life. It's not here to protect your grandma from a virus. It's not here to do anything for you other than get you out of serious trouble when you're already sick. And it's good at that. Great. But get a test that tells you more if that's your goal, your health and your wellness and your weight loss and all that. If that's your goal, get a test that tells you more. If your, if your money is it, then ask for help. Do you know how many people in this world know how to just make money with like barely trying? They just sit there and it comes to them. It's really amazing. The amount of people I've met where I'm like, that's what you do? Should I do that? And they're like, no, you are you. First, you need to know you. Then you do whatever it is. If pain is your goal, okay, get help. Call a chiropractor. I don't care if you're scared. That's a silly old excuse. Then show up and ask it really responsible, important questions. Be like, hey, I've hurt for so long, and my experience has been this, and these are my fears. Can you help me? Set up a free consultation. Almost every office will do this with you. Come see me. I love when people are afraid, and it's my favorite day when I give someone their first adjustment. I'm like, you will love this. You're going to feel so good. Yes, I'm so excited. You know, how can I make you feel more comfortable? And then I ask a million questions about your pain and poke you in weird places, and then you leave like, that wasn't so scary and I feel incredible. Why didn't I do this before? Because you were too busy thinking about it and not doing it. You weren't taking the action that you need to take to make actual changes. And you were selling yourself this lie that it's okay to live in pain and that you're never going to lose weight because you never commit to anything, and that you're not going to make any more money because you're in this tiny little box of what you think you are capable of. And you're not. You're like beautiful. You're brilliant. You're powerful. I'm amazed by the people I meet every day. I'm like, wow, I haven't met one like you. You guys are all unicorns to me. Because I'm like, you have no idea what your potential is. And so what I try to do is I try to teach you to tune into your body. I try to teach you to tune into who you are. I help you with your pain. I teach you how to empower yourself and take control of your life and your health. And there's a lot of people out there that do similar things. So don't think about it, just do it. Don't just do whatever. Do what is uniquely you that you need. Ask for help. People are here because they know better. You know, I hate when I'm like, people are like, well, I just need to work out. I know I just need to work out. And I'm like, you know who's uniquely designed to help you with that is a personal trainer. They usually cost an average of like $2 a minute at the most. So like, or like oftentimes like $35, $40 for 30 minutes. Tell me that's going to put you out of house and home to even just try it once. It's not like you're committing to a lifetime of personal training. You're just going to try it once. See if it makes you feel better to show up for someone who's waiting for you and let them do it for you and just like make you do it. Yeah, do that. You know, do that. Do whatever it is, but don't sit and believe the mean voice in your head when they're telling you that you're just going to fail again. You guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I had a goal in January to double my business this year, which is a significant goal because I really surprised myself with how well I did my first full year of business. And then I broke off an engagement and moved out and started my whole life over again. And then COVID hit and there's a global pandemic. And I had just hired an associate doctor and a really like excellent, incredible team of people who I was so excited to take over the world with. Why do I want to double my business? Is it because I'm like greedy and terrible and I want all the money for myself? No, but I do love money because it allows me to do nice things for myself and those I love and care for. It's because I can help that many more people. I can empower this team of people who, for whatever reason, believe in me and show up, and I love them, and I love what they want to do, and I love what they're about. It allows me to reach more people. It allows me to give back, and it allows me to do so many things, and I want to do that. And I want to do it even though there's a global pandemic. So what am I going to do? Well, so far I've been thinking about it. I've been spinning in my brain telling myself that I'm not dedicated enough, or I don't know enough, or I don't have the right to tell people how to live their lives. But guess what? Everybody needs it. Everybody needs guides. Everybody needs help. Everybody needs encouragement. Everybody needs love. And I've got lots of that. I've got like love for you pouring out of me. I can't even like contain it. So why should I just sit and think those thoughts? On the off chance that a couple of you guys really want to be helped, really want to hear what I have to say. Sure. If you don't, please tune out. But you just hung around for a really long time if you're at this part. So thanks. But I just am here for who wants to listen. And secondly, I was trying to do it like the world's telling me to. I was like, last year I was like, I'll just show up and I'll push really hard every day and I'm going to just work myself to death and I'm going to get up earlier and go to bed later and not take lunch breaks. And I did make, you know, like what I considered to be a successful year out of that model. But it wasn't me, and I burnt out. I didn't have a good relationship. I wasn't in a good place mentally and emotionally. So this year I'm going to do it like me, not like someone else. I'm going to be uniquely me, and I'm going to use my specific gifts with the help of who I have asked for help from, my coaches. I have now 3 people that at least that I consider to be coaches for me in my life, and I consult them because they know how to help me, and they have done a lot of what I want to do, and they ooze love for my process and my goals. And that's what it's about. Do it uniquely you, and ask for help. So I'm going to go back to my Friday where instead of thinking why I should be at the office doing a bunch of things that drain my energy, instead I'm going to go back to my note taking, and then I'm going to take a little more time for my day, and I'm going to feel good, and then I'm going to launch a course that's designed to help anyone who wants help here soon. And it's going to talk a lot about all of these things, and it's going to give you all the tools you need, and it's going to be super affordable, and it's going to be fun. So tell me what you want to do. How are you feeling? What do you need help with? Who are you? What do you already do that's uniquely you that you know no one else is brave enough to do? And what's your biggest takeaway from this random video that I just did? Okay, well, if you don't respond, at least have a lovely Labor Day weekend, and smile more at people, make eye contact with people, pull your mask down and give them a genuine smile. There's not enough of that in the world right now. Okay, bye.